Here we have a new 2023 Ram 1500. This one comes in the Bighorn package, but we do get the Tuscany upfitted BadLander package here. So there's so much that comes on here, including these 5-inch tips as part of that custom exhaust. We get leather and Alcantara interior, several other things. But this color is going to be diamond black pearl. And then we have that, again, black leather and Alcantara interior. And then the powertrain consists of a 5.7 liter naturally aspirated V8 with that e-torque. And we also have the 8-speed automatic transmission. But love how aggressive this front end is here. You have those LED daytime running lights, LED headlamps, LED fog lights. Love the red tow hooks there. And I love how they have the BadLander badging there. And we also get this 20-inch LED light bar along with this custom mesh grille here. It just makes it look so menacing. Just love how this truck stands out. Now as we come around to the wheels here, we get these 20-inch aluminum wheels, and then on top of that we have the 37-inch tires. So again, very aggressive. And we have a nice upgraded front end to match. Power running boards are here. And then over here to our power mirror controls, we can toggle those on and off. And then left, right, we can adjust using this dial here. And we do have power folding mirrors, and we have the blind spot mirrors as well, which really help with visibility on something this big. But one-touch automatic up and down windows for the front, regular power windows for the back, rear window lock there, power door lock controls here. Now as part of that BadLander package, you do get this leather insert, which makes it just look that much more, again, aggressive. But tons of space in the door panels here. Headlamp controls, that's off. Low beams, auto, and then we can toggle our fog lights here. Gauge cluster brightness, and I'll turn that back on so we can see the light bar here in a minute. But we have an electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. One of the few manufacturers that still offers power adjustable pedals, and we get that in this Bighorn package. There's our hood release there. We get a manual tilt telescope steering wheel, so just pull that down and adjust. And there's our power driver's seat. We get two-way power lumbar support. And again, with this custom seating here, I love that. I think I said this is Alcantara. I think this is microfiber. That's what it feels like. But I don't know, it might be suede. It feels fantastic though, feels great. And I love the design overall. But I want to give a huge shout out to Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Franklin here in Franklin, Tennessee for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And we can just pull these seats up for storage. And let me just say, I love how they have the anchors here. Just nice and out there. But when you're not using them, it's not necessarily protruding into your bottom. But we have seat back pockets on both sides, which is nice. And then over here, USB-C, USB-A duo there. You actually get two of those. Little storage pocket here, the vents, bottle holders, and then fold this seat down. And you have bottle holders here. And then we get the big and strong hooks here, so we can hang several metal or plastic hangers on this if we need to. And then before we make our way to the back, it's a quick look at that. And this is just showing you how you need to keep your tires inflated with these Fox shocks here, excuse me. Fuel fillers there. And I love the fender flares as well. That makes it pop. Just how this was done was beautiful. It just looks so great. There's our back end there. Again, we get these huge 5-inch tips. And there's a spare underneath there. Got the easy fold tailgate here, so it's not super heavy on you. And then a spray on bed liner as well. And then super easy to get that tailgate back up. Now over to this front passenger seat. We get that same material here. We just have a manual seat because this was just upfitted from a Ram 1500 Bighorn package. But we have a top storage pocket here and then a lockable bottom compartment here. And then I'll just show you all a quick look. Window sticker, and then I'll show you the Tuscany package, what all comes there. But you can pause anywhere you need to. And this one's spec'd out actually pretty nicely before that upgraded package because we get the Bighorn Level 2 Sport Appearance package, and then we get all these added options, including that e-torque V8, the panoramic sunroof, the 392 rear axle, and then the navigation system. But with the BadLander, here are all of your standard features there. And you do get that 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty, which is nice. But this sticker's right at 103,000. But I'll definitely leave a link below in the description if you all want to get further info on this truck or if you want to buy one. But I have that LED bar on now. It's crazy how bright that is. But under the hood, there's that 5.7 liter V8 with e-torque. But now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. And I love having these power running boards. It just makes it so easy to get up in something with a 6-inch lift like this. But leather wrap steering wheels here. I'll show you where we can heat that momentarily. But love the feel and just the overall stance of it, honestly. We do get that Alpine sound system. 12 volt here, a little additional storage. And over here to the radio, first off, there are the hazards. And we do get dual zone automatic climate control, so all of that is here on the sides. We can toggle the AC, defrosters, temperature for either side there, AC toggle fan speed, and then that auto mode. And I love that we can toggle that on and off without having to turn the fan speed down. Just makes it easier. And then we can go through our modes here. I like how this radio is set up. I don't think I've been in one of these with a bigger screen in a long time, but it makes a huge difference because all of the other automakers, when you hit the auto, I should say the big three, when you hit the auto, you can't just turn it off by hitting the auto again. So I like that. And then the modes, like I know on Fords, you have to hit the mode and then pull up where the air circulation is going and things like that. So I'm glad that this is set up like it is and very easy to just pull up. You can sync, unsync, and then that heated steering wheel toggle is there. 3-stage heated seats for the driver, front passenger. You can just pull that up on this touch screen. And that's our home page. I like that as well. And of course you can set that up any way you want to. Let me make sure I'm out of that. Okay. So for the media, we do get FM, XM, we get CarPlay, Android Auto, and then we also get AM, Bluetooth, and then Amazon Alexa as well. So it's a pretty good system here. And then we can go through, if you hit that comfort button, we can go through our fan speed, very, very quick system. And then we can adjust either using the arrows or I can just click a number and it's very quick on its feet in terms of adjusting. And then for navigation, just very straightforward. Just add a home, work, favorites, or just type in an address and then you're good to go. It'll pull up suggestions and things of that nature. This has a screen protector on there, so it's a little harder to type. I don't want to take it off just yet. But speaking of which, we can turn that screen on and off. You can either hit that button to turn it back on or just touch the screen. And then to connect your phone, pretty easy to do. It just walks you right through it. Search for devices. And then you can just find it on your phone. Now to the vehicle settings here, if you want to change your units, just go to the My Profile. You can change your speed, distance, tire pressure, and then temperature units from US to metric. And then all of your safety and driver assistance is here. So if you want to turn off the rear park sense, that braking assist, you can do that. If you want to turn the volume down on the park sense volume, it's just you can get very configurative with this if you want to. And then clock, date, all of that there. It's gonna walk through all of this. Y'all could pause if you need to take a closer look at anything. You can save your trailer presets. Just so much you can do here. And then your apps, you can go in here and based on what it is, you can just go right there. But your media apps are here, so your audio settings, you can go in there and fool with all of that. So bass, mid, treble. And then you can fool with your device managers, things of that nature. Just everything is right in here. Pretty easy to get to. Now for volume, you can adjust that here. Click that to turn the audio off, and then you can turn it back down that way. Tune knob is here. Trailer brake controller is down here. Traction control, tow haul mode, and then you can actually turn off either just the rear parking sensors, just the front. I like that you can do that without just having to turn everything off. And then you have two USB-C, USB-A duos here along with an aux input. A little additional storage, bottle holders. I love that we still have the storage here. We could put our change in there. And four-wheel drive controls are here, auto stop toggles there. And then for your shifter, you just turn, reverse, neutral, drive. And then you can just start manually shifting using this here. But to the center console cubby space, still have plenty of storage in here, as you can see. And then you can even move this tray if you want to, and then more storage along with the 3-prong down in there. So again, just a very usable center console cubby space. There's a view of the back seat from up here, and we do have a power sliding rear window. And let's go ahead and open this up so we can slide that and then hit it twice, it'll go all the way back. And you can also use the vent if you want to, as opposed to just sliding it back. So, and again, all the buttons for that are right in here. Sunglasses holder. I'm gonna close that shade back now. Universal garage door transmitter is there. And then to the steering wheel, we can go use these 4 arrows to go through the gauge cluster. Voice recognition, Bluetooth controls are here. And then you can go through your radio functions here on the back. And then your volume functions are here on the right side. Windshield wiper controls, intermittent, low, high. And then you can just push this in for that front wiper fluid. And then toggle the high beams on and off and flash there. And then cruise controls, just have the standard cruise, all of that here. And then you can go through your manual shifts there. But push button start, key fob with remote start. And now let's go ahead and take this 23 Ram 1500 with the Tuscany BadLander package out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this BadLander Ram 1500, it has such a presence to it. It's wild. It's tall. You have the fender flares, the bigger tires, bigger wheels. It makes it feel that much more massive. And of course, with this lift kit and just how the suspension is tuned, you can take this off-road, but especially driving on the streets here, you start to feel its overall presence. It does tend to shake coming around corners, things that a lifted truck will do. But I mean, I love the lift. I love the feel of it. It doesn't feel insecure. I can just feel the overall mass of this sitting up this high. I feel like I'm in a monster truck, and I love it. But it's still somewhat easy to keep in the lines. I just tend to be unsure of myself just because with visibility, it's hard to see kind of off into the bottom there, just being up this high. Now in terms of space, backseat room was pretty good. Front seat room up here is pretty great. The seats are extremely wide compared to other seats I've been in, just in any other vehicle. Even with my wider stature, I have probably about an inch or two, probably a little bit more actually, on either side of me. Just if I had a wider bottom than I already do, I could still fit on the seat. And the e-torque, I love that because you just feel like you're getting it's a weird feeling. I just love how Chrysler made this engine, this e-torque engine, just making you feel like you have boost anywhere in the RPM range just because of that e-torque module there. Very fun to use actually. And certainly off the line, it'll throw you back in the seat. So I highly recommend the e-torque engine if you can get it. It is pretty pricey, but worth it in my opinion. So I have the ERS mode engaged now. And it's fun to use. It kind of feels like the Tiptronic from Porsche, just having the buttons there. And it's just fun to put your foot in this thing, it really is. But we're gonna go ahead and just put it back in the automatic mode now. See how this thing does with cruise control. So cruising here at 70 miles per hour. This thing doesn't really show it's lifted. I guess it doesn't really show its body roll. Unless you're taking corners in it, but just driving a straight line on, you know, slight twists and turns, it doesn't really feel any different than a regular Ram. And that's one of the many cool things about it. But I mean, this is a cool truck. I reviewed this because I wanted to just show you all what a $103,000 truck looks like with everything on it. Having the lift kit, having all these extra features, all this luxury. And it certainly didn't disappoint. But it's definitely a niche item. But if you're in the market for one of these, definitely check out Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Franklin's inventory. They tend to keep quite a few of these. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2023 Ram 1500 with the Tuscany BadLander package.